Hello and welcome to another video. Today I made a family tree for Marquis de Lafayette, the hero of the American Revolutionary War and friend of George Washington and Thomas Jefferson. Don't know who that is, just read the American Revolutionary book and we'll be starting. This is the family tree of Marquis de Lafayette. Mm, This is him, Joseph, Jesus Christ. Marie Joseph Paul Yves Roch Gilbert Dumotier de Lafayette, born September 6, 1757, and died May 20th, 1834, at the age of 76. His parents were Michel Dumotier de Lafayette and Marie Louise Julie La Riviere. Michel was born August 13th, 1731, and died July 9th, 1759, at the age of 27. Marie-Louise Julie was born in 1737 and died April 3rd, 1770, at the age of 32 or 33. Um, Lafayette's paternal grandparents were Edward Francois Motier and Marie Catherine Stewart. Edward, Edward was born November 21st, 1669, died January 9th, 1740, at the age of 70. Marie was born in 1690 and died in 1773 at the age of 82 or 83. Lafayette's maternal grandparents were Joseph de la Riviere and Julie Louise Celeste Julie Louise Celeste La Riviere. French is so stupid. Joseph was born in 1695 and died April 12th, 1770, at the age of 74 75. Julie was born in 1718 and died October 7th, 1753, at the age of 34 35. Lafayette did not have any siblings. He married Marie Adrienne Francis Noailles. She was born November 2nd, 1759, and died December 24th, 1807, at the age of 48. When they were married, he used his middle name Gilbert, so Gilbert was 16 and Adrienne was 14 years old, so they were both minors. And together they had four children. Uh, Adrienne gave birth to the first one when she was a minor. She gave birth to the first two when she was a minor. She gave birth to Henriette when she was 16 or 15 or 16, and to their second daughter Anastasia when she was 17. But that was very normal at the time, but today this is like unimaginable. Henriette was born in 1776 and died in 1778 at the age of 1 or 2. She was never married and never had children, obviously. Anastasia was born July 1st, 1777, and died February 23rd, 1863, at the age of 85. George Washington was born December 24th, 1779, and died November 29th, 1849, at the age of 69. He died on my birthday. Yay! Um, so yeah, he was named after the other Revolutionary War hero, General George Washington. And their youngest daughter was Virginia, in French, Virgin, or something like that. Born September 17th, 1782, died July 23rd, 1849, at the age of 66. Henriette was the only one to never be married and never had children. Anastasie married Just Charles César de Fay de la Tour Maubourg. Together they had two daughters, Celestine Louise Henriette and Adrienne Jenny Florimonde. And Celestine wasn't married yet when her grandfather was still alive, but Adrienne was married to Carlo Giuseppe Maurizio Ettore Pierone di San Martino, but they did not have any children yet. Georges married Francis Emily Destut, and together they had five children: Natalie, Charlotte, Clementine, Adrienne, Oscar, and Edmund. Natalie was the only one to be married when her grandfather was still alive. She married Adolphe Perrier. And Virginie married Louis Lasterie. Lasterie. whatever. Together they had three children: Marie Pauline, Francis Melanie, and Adrian Jules. Francis was the only one to be married. She married Claude Ticoy de Courcelles, and she was the only grandchild of Marquis de Lafayette to have a child when he was still alive. So he only had one. He only lived to see one great grandchild, which was his granddaughter Francis Melanie's daughter Henriette, and she was, so like I just said, she's the only great granddaughter of Lafayette to be born when he was still alive. So that's the whole family tree of Marquis de Lafayette. Let me know in the comments whose family tree you'd like to see in the future. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next video, which will be tomorrow. See you tomorrow. Have a nice day. Goodbye.